Hello my friends, today's video is going to be all about using a Dermaroller, also called at-home microneedling, versus the new Medicube ATS air shot therapy system. This is an interesting video for me to make. I admit to you all, I am no stranger to using a Dermaroller. However, you might be surprised to hear me say that, as I don't really talk about this on this channel. The reason I'm so excited for this video is that this device eliminates my fears, my concerns around using a Dermaroller, and yet preserves the benefits. We'll talk about all of that in today's video. Timestamps and links, as always, are in the description box below, and a special thank you to Medicube for sponsoring this video and for continuing to come out with such innovative ideas. I think the best place to start this video is with an explanation of what microneedling is and what it does for your skin. Because let's be frank here, the name microneedling can sound a bit scary. So you're saying you're gonna roll small needles on your skin. I mean, it's right there in the name. That does sound terrifying. And yet many people swear by it. It's a service that you can get at all kinds of different skin spas. Why? Let's start with understanding the wound healing process. Now, this is something that you all have experienced in your lives. I think most of us when we were children, right? Did you all skin your knees when you were children? I certainly did. I had a scooter. It was not good. But as we all learned as kids, when you skin your knee, your body actually gets to work at repairing that. You may have some scars that can tell many stories, but your skin overall did heal itself back up. The idea with using microneedling is that this is a controlled injury to your skin. Ideally, you are not actually causing damage to your epidermis, however, it kind of looks like it to your body, and hence you get the benefits of the wound healing cascade, including the release of growth factors, an increase in collagen, an increase in elastin. Now, anytime you are increasing the production of collagen and elastin, that is something that can be very beneficial for people who are dealing with a loss of elasticity, but also for people who are concerned about pore size. Now, you all are smart and you know that pores don't open and close, but they are influenced by the surrounding skin structure. Therefore, if you have better structure around them, it can improve the appearance of pores. Now, you've probably heard people talk about the benefits of microneedling in the context of scars. People say, oh, it improved my skin's scars. Why would this be? Well, because the collagen bundles that make up scar tissue actually look different from the collagen bundles that make up normal tissue. And by microneedling, you actually break down those old scars, which allows for revascularization. And again, because this whole system is controlled, you are able to produce the correct collagen in that area. As if all of that wasn't exciting enough already, there's one more potential benefit of using a microneedling system, and that is the process itself slightly enlarges the hair follicle just enough to increase the absorption of any skincare products that you put on your skin. Which essentially means it's like you're getting double, triple from the skincare products you already own. So all of this sounds really amazing, right? In a who wouldn't want that kind of way? And yes, it is. And yes, it actually is low risk if you go to a professional. But that's where it gets really tricky. These treatments can be $500 to $750 per treatment, and you're not going to stop at just one treatment. Which is why, and I'm sure you all remember this phase the skincare community went through, this is why these at-home Dermarollers became so popular. In essence, you could think, oh, well, I could just buy, this one right here was $18. You could buy an $18 Dermaroller and get all of these benefits at home. But we absolutely have to talk about the risks, at least if I'm going to be a responsible content creator, and that is very important to me. So let's talk about them. An at-home Dermaroller includes a handle and then a wheel, upon which there are a whole bunch of little tiny needles. While in a clinic, you would never repeat usage of needles. With these types of systems, it is suggested to use these for up to 90 days. So you will still need to continue repurchasing Dermarollers. But how are you supposed to clean these during the 90 days that you use them? That's where it's tricky. 70% isopropyl alcohol is not optional if you are using an at-home Dermaroller. It is a requirement. And this is because 70%, specifically at that level, is the best level to denature proteins and hypothetically to kill off microbes. However, note that I just said hypothetically. That is really the catch. There is always, 100% of the time, a risk in using a Dermaroller in case you have not properly removed or damaged the microbes on the surface of this. You've got to keep something in mind. You are not using this microneedling system in a vacuum. You are also rolling it across the surface of your skin, which means you need to make sure you don't have microbes on the surface of your skin, or you could be pushing those microbes into your skin, rolling them across your face and spreading them, which is the exact reason why you are advised not to use a Dermaroller if you have active breakouts on the surface of your skin. This is why for the past couple of years, when I did do a Dermaroller treatment, I not only sanitized my Dermaroller, but I also used 70% alcohol on the surface of my skin. Don't think I enjoyed it. That is a very drying process, but that is the best way, in my opinion, to minimize that risk. Alas, there still is risk. Alcohol is not effective against 100% of microbes. So every time you do a Dermaroller treatment at home, there is a risk. It's almost funny if you think about it. I feel like for most people, the fear would be the needles themselves, but it's not really the needles that are a risk. We already established that this is a controlled injury. Instead, the risk is actually coming from infection. But that brings us to this incredible device from Medicube. This truly has to be one of the most innovative ideas I've seen in the skincare industry in a very long time. This right here is a needleless alternative to using a Dermaroller. In place of those physical needles, this system is using air, which of course means there goes the need for that drying alcohol. All you need to do between uses with this is wipe down the head. I'll go ahead and walk you through how I use it. So of course you do want to make sure to wash your face thoroughly, make sure it is dry, and then turn the device on. You'll see the red light, that's some added red light therapy. There are 5 different levels to this device, which you can access by continuing to press the button 1 time for each level. However, I want to make sure I note that the levels don't represent different intensities. Instead, they represent how many different passageways there are into your skin. According to Medicube, you have 3 options for how you use this on the surface of your skin. First up is sweeping motions. This is where you kind of start on your skin and then you sweep upward and outward. Then you have an option that is kind of like you're using a paintbrush. This is of course the brushing motion. You're just going to glide across the surface of your skin without actually touching your skin. And finally, the option of tapping, which is my personal favorite. This is what Medicube recommends for those of us that also have acne. So you kind of just figure out which of those options works best for you personally, and then what you're going to do is take the device and start from the center of your face, around your nose, and work outwards towards your cheeks. So you're going to do this on each half of your face, and then you're going to complete the treatment across your forehead, kind of in a rainbow shape. Oh, that's perfect for Pride Month. Now, after the process is complete, remember what I said earlier in this video about how using a Dermaroller can help to increase the penetration of whatever skincare products you apply afterwards. That same rule applies with the Medicube Air Shot. So an example of a product you might choose is if you are somebody looking to target your pore size. You might choose the Medicube Zero Pore One Day Serum. I've talked about this one before. It is an incredible product that contains 15.2% AHA, BHA, and PHA. That combination of ingredients will help to exfoliate your pores and also to hydrate your skin. All without fragrance and dyes, making it an excellent counterpart to the Air Shot device. If you're interested in more on this serum, feel free to check out my video that I'll have linked in the corner of the screen, in which I talk more about that serum. Let's end this video with a direct comparison between the Medicube Air Shot device and your at-home Dermaroller. First of all, let's talk about the cost. The Medicube device is a bit of an initial investment, however, it is a one-time purchase. Of course, no, I do have a 10% off discount with the code RABBITHOLE if you should choose to get a discount, which why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you choose that? In contrast to a Dermaroller, which will need to be replaced every 90 days, if not sooner, do keep in mind the needles themselves can wear down. And of course, the cost of a Dermaroller can vary a lot. This one right here is an $18 Dermaroller. A lot of people believe you should not purchase this type because lower quality. This one right here is a $120 Dermaroller, just for some comparison, so you can see how quickly those costs can add up. There is no need to sanitize the Medicube air shot. Instead, again, you just simply wipe it down, whereas you really need to sanitize a Dermaroller, and you need to sanitize your skin, and that's still just sanitization and not sterilization. One of my personal absolute favorite characteristics of the air shot is you can use this even if you are dealing with active acne. Again, use the tapping motion. And that's again because you're not rolling the same needles across the entire surface of your face. So you do not want to use a Dermaroller when you have active breakouts. With the Medicube device, I have not accidentally overdone it. I have not seen any kind of actual injury. Instead, again, it's just that controlled injury. Whereas with a Dermaroller, you do actually have to be careful. I have in fact cut myself while using a Dermaroller. Again, that is when it goes from being a controlled injury to an oops, that's definitely not what I meant to do. And that's really all I wanted to share in today's video. I did, of course, want to end with just a quick little anecdotal discussion of what it's been like for me to use this for the past month at this point. Again, if you're new to this channel, I have a very difficult skin type. It is dry and I'm acne prone. So in the process of using Dermarollers, what would happen is I would go through the acne breakouts, I would have a scar left behind, I would use the alcohol on my skin and then the Dermaroller, and so my skin was left without scars, but now it's dry, and it's sort of like it restarted the whole cycle for me. I have noticed just how much my skin has responded to the simplicity of using this. And that's it for today's video. As always, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you again so much to Medicube for sponsoring today's video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, hit subscribe, and I will see you all next time.